Hello, my students. This is P. Venkateshwarlu, Basic Physics, the Nandan Public School. In previous session, we have discussed about average speed of two velocities or two speeds. Okay, so average velocity or average speed of two different velocities. Here, in this session, we have to discuss. We have to start to discuss with average speed and average velocity, average speed and average velocity of three different velocities, or derivation of average velocity or average speed 3 v1 v2 v3 divided by v1 v2 plus v2 v3 plus v3 v1. Okay, understand? So in order to get this derivation, so consider a particle which is passing from starting to ending A and B. So it covers the total distance is S. It covers the total distance is S. The particle passing from one third of total distance, with t1 time with v1 speed. Okay, and so again one third of total distance covered with t2 time with v2 speed, and the last one third of total distance in t3 time with v3 speed. Understand? So according to average speed or average velocity is equal to total distance divided by total time taken. Understand? So here s by 3 plus s by 3 plus s by 3. Here this is s. Understand? Divided by t1 plus t2 plus t3. Understand? Okay. So we know that velocity is equal to distance by time. Time is equal to distance by speed. Understand? Understand this point. So time is equal to distance by speed. Understand? So now we need to this one. Time t1 is equal to s by 3 divided by v1. t2 is equal to s by 3 divided by v2. t3 is equal to s by 3 divided by v3. Understand? Okay, this values you can substitute in this equation. VAVG is equal to s by 3 plus s by 3 plus s by 3 divided by s by 3 divided by v1 plus s by 3 divided by v2 plus s by 3 divided by v3. Understand? So s by 3 gets common. S by 3 plus s by 3 plus s by 3 s. Okay, s divided by s by 3 common, remaining 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3. Understand? Yes, gets cancelled. This 3 it moves to numerator. 3 divided by 1 by v1 plus 1 by v2 plus 1 by v3. Understand? So this 1 by v1, 1 by v2, 1 by v3 by making LCM. So we can get 3 divided by v1 v2 plus v2 v3 plus v3 v1 divided by v1 v2 v3. Okay, by rearranging, fraction will reverse it. VAVG is equal to 3 v1 v2 v3 divided by v1 v2 plus v2 v3 into v3 into v1. Okay, understand my children? Average velocity is equal to 3 v1 v2 v3 divided by v1 into v2 plus v2 into v3 plus v3 into v1. problem. Coming to problem. Understand? So here in this problem, they given three different velocities v1, v2, v3. 10 kilometer per hour, 20 kilometer per hour, and 60 kilometer per hour. Okay, my dear children. So with the help of given data, so how we can recognize, how we can find what is the formula which is related to this problem. So say, my dear students, yes, average speed or average velocity in 3v1 v2 v3 divided by v1 v2 plus v2 v3 plus v3 into v1. Understand? 3 into 10 into 20 into 60 divided by 10 into 20 plus 20 into 60 plus 60 into 10. Understand? 3 ones 3, 3 to 6, 6 6 are 36. 36 into 1 2 3, 3 zeros, 1 2 3 divided by 10 into 20, 200 plus 20 into 60, 2 6 are 12, 1200 plus 60 into 10, 600. 600. Understand? VAVG is equal to 3600 divided by 200 plus 1200, 1400. 1400 plus 600, 2000. Understand? 3 zeros gets cancelled. 2 ones, 2 18s. VAVG is equal to 18 kilometer per hour. 18 kilometer per hour. 18 kilometer per hour. Instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous speed and velocity. Instantaneous speed, instantaneous velocity. Coming to instantaneous speed, it is defined as speed at an instant is defined as the limit of the average speed of the time interval becomes to infinitesimally small or approaches to zero. Instantaneous speed, it is denoted SI, which is equal to limit delta t tends to 0 delta x by delta t or dx by dt. Understand? So coming to instantaneous velocity. Velocity at an instant is defined as the limit of the average velocity as the time interval becomes to infinitesimally small or approaches to zero. Infinitesimally small or approaches to zero. Formula: instantaneous velocity Vi limit delta t tends to 0 delta x by delta t, that is equal to dx by dt. Here both instantaneous speed and velocity having approximately similar one to each other. So this is the differential formulas: dx by dt, dx by dt. Acceleration is defined as acceleration, it is denoted here, it is vector quantity, which is defined as the rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Rate of change of velocity with respect to time. So it is vector quantity. We know that vector quantity, physical quantity having both magnitude and direction. Understand? So then its SI units is meter per second square. So its dimension formula m power 0, l power 1, t power minus 2. Understand? There is no mass. No mass. Only one length is there. Okay, understand? Meter second power minus 2. So that's why here meter length, time second power minus 2. Understand? Next, deceleration. Deceleration or retardation. Retardation. Understand? Retardation, it is negative acceleration. Negative acceleration is called retardation. Negative acceleration is called retardation or deceleration. Retardation or deceleration. Coming to average acceleration. Average acceleration. AAVG. Average acceleration. Average acceleration is defined as the acceleration over a time interval is defined as the change in velocity divided by change in time. Change in velocity divided by time interval. So we can write AAVG is equal to V2 minus V1 divided by T2 minus T1. Okay, so this is the formula for average acceleration. Average acceleration. Coming to instantaneous acceleration. Instantaneous acceleration. So instantaneous acceleration is defined as the acceleration of a body at a certain instant of time or limiting value of average acceleration when time interval becomes to very small or approaches to 0. Okay, so once again it is defined as the acceleration of a body at a certain instant or limiting value of the average acceleration when time interval becomes to 0 or very small. So instantaneous acceleration, A instantaneous is equal to limit delta t tends to 0 delta v by delta t or dv by dt. Here, so this limited this formula, no need to get making any derivation or any problem. Here just it is just formula. Okay, so you know this formula, that's enough. Okay, so with the help of dv by dt we can have some problems. Okay, just so according to some formula which are used in physics here, just this is formula. Okay, so we don't use this formula in the form of mathematical operation. Here we can use only dv by dt. So coming to next, after this coming to uniform and non-uniform acceleration. Uniform and non-uniform acceleration. Okay, if an object is moving with uniform acceleration, it means that change in velocity is equal for equal intervals of time. Okay, change in velocity is equal to or equal for the equal time interval of a time. Okay, change in velocity is equal for equal interval of time. Coming to non-uniform acceleration, if an object moving with non-uniform acceleration, it means that the change in velocity unequal for equal intervals of time, unequal with equal intervals of time. Example for uniform, non-uniform acceleration. Consider a train. When train started from the station, so the train, the speed or the velocity of the train increases continuously. Okay, so when train starts and it reaches to maximum height, at the time we can say that is non-uniform acceleration. So after reaching maximum speed of a train, the train which is in uniform acceleration to differentiation differentiation. Okay, here this differentiation which is belongs to mathematics, but here in order to do some problems in kinematics and some other content in physics, we require mathematics, because mathematics is the language of physics. Mathematics is the language of physics. Here some formulas. So in differentiation, so many formulas is there. From among them, so we need to know few formulas. So what are they means? First one, differentiation means decreasing the value. Okay, continuously decreasing. So differentiation of any constant or any number, d by dx of any number or constant, it will become 0. Okay, k is equal to constant or any number without variable. Okay, understand? Without variable. Second one, d by dx of x. Okay, numerator, denominator, same variable is there. That's why 1. Third one, d by dx of x power n into x power n minus 1. Understand? Okay, see here, if d by dt of t power n means n into t power n minus 1. Understand? So here whatever may be the variable, the formula will be same. Okay, so coming to fourth one, d by dx of sin x is equal to cos x. Fifth one, d by dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. Understand? So these are the formulas you must learn. Understand? Please copy from the board. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so how we can use this differentiation in this content, I will explain. Okay, here x is the displacement or distance. If x is the displacement or distance, distance, D-I-S-T-A-N-C-E. Understand? X is the displacement or distance. So how we can get velocity? Velocity v is equal to d by dt of x. Okay, understand? D by dt of x. We can differentiate with x with respect to time. We can get the velocity. So from this, how we can get acceleration? Acceleration A is equal to d by dt of v. Okay, differentiation of velocity with respect to time, it will gives the acceleration. Understand? So this is one formula. Another formula is there. D by dt of v. What is v? Dx by dt. So this you can written as d square x divided by dt square. Understand? A we can write like this. Okay. So this we can say second order differential equation. Second order differentiation. Second order differentiation. Here the total formula will use the meaning if x is distance or displacement. By differentiation we can get velocity. Understand? Velocity we can differentiation with time. With time we can get acceleration. Understand? Or if it is distance can differentiation with time, we can get speed. Okay, so speed differentiate with respect to time, we can get acceleration. Distance or the displacement. From that we have to find velocity, and after that finding velocity we can find velocity at t is equal to 0 and velocity t is equal to 2 seconds. They given the equation x is equal to 18t plus 15t square. Say it is displacement. We have to find velocity, instantaneous velocity, and t is equal to 0. What is the instantaneous velocity? T is equal to 2. What is the instantaneous velocity? Okay, understand? Okay, so how this is the displacement. How we can find velocity, instantaneous velocity? V is equal to, we know that dx by dt. V is equal to d by dt of this 18t plus 15t square. Understand? So after expanding, v is equal to 18 number d by dt of t plus 15 number d by dt of t square. Understand? T is there, we can get 1, 18 into 1. Okay, plus 15 t square is there. Okay, d by dt of t power n is equal to n into t power n minus 1. T square means you can get 2 into t power 2 minus 1. 2 into t power 1. Understand? We can get 2 into t power 1. Okay, v is equal to 18 plus 30t. Understand? This is instantaneous velocity equation. Okay, so we can substitute t is equal to 0, we can get instantaneous velocity. T is equal to 0 means v is equal to 18 plus 30 into 0. Okay, v is equal to 18 meter per second. Okay, next t is equal to 2. T is equal to 2. V instantaneous is equal to 18 plus 30 into 2. Okay, V instantaneous is equal to 18 plus 60. 78 meter per second. V instantaneous at t is equal to minus 15t minus 15t plus 25. Okay, see here, first question, find x value. Find x means find the position, velocity and acceleration of the particle at t is equal to 0. Okay, find x position, velocity a, t is equal to 0. T is equal to 0. Understand? So first coming to first one, this is x is equal to 4t square minus 15t plus 25. Okay, so this is x. This is position, we can say position. X equal to t is equal to 0, what happened? T is equal to 0, what happened? X equal to 4 into 0 square minus 15 into 0 plus 25. Okay, x equal to 25 meters. Understand? Next, velocity. Velocity means what? Dx by dt. Dx by dt. Okay, d by dt of 4t square minus 15t plus 25. Okay, 4 into d by dt of t square minus 15 d by dt of t plus d by dt of 25. Understand? 25. V is equal to 4 into, what is t square? T square means 2t minus 15 into dt by dt 1. 15 into 1, remaining 0. Constant, it is a number, we can get 0. V is equal to 8t minus 15. Okay, 8t minus 15. Here t is equal to 0 means V is equal to 8 into 0 minus 15. V is equal to minus 15 meter per second. Minus 15 meter per second. Next, acceleration. Acceleration is equal to dv by dt. D by dt of, what is V? What is V? Very good. 8t minus 15. Okay. A is equal to 8 into d by dt of d minus d by dt of 15. Okay, A is equal to 8 into 1 minus 0. A is equal to 8 meter per second square. Understand? Okay, understand? T is equal to A is equal to 8 meter per second square. T is equal to 0. Here there is no T. A is equal to 8 meter per second square. 8 meter per second square. Understand? Okay. So this is a position. This is position. Position at t is equal to 0. X equal to 25. Okay. So next, velocity. By differentiating position, we can get velocity. That velocity equation 18t minus 15. Okay. So at t is equal to 0 condition, t is equal to 0, we can substitute 0 instead of t. So we can get v is equal to minus 15 meter per second. After that, acceleration dv by dt. Velocity is there, we can differentiating this v, we can get acceleration 8 meter per second square. T is equal to 0, we can get the same. Okay, it is independent of time here. A is equal to 8 meter per second square. Understand? Coming to, we can say that is, can we call the motion of particle as one with uniform acceleration? Okay, so this is represent uniform motion or not? Okay, so this by using this data, so yes, it has a uniform acceleration because it does not depends on the time. It does not depends on the time. Yes, acceleration is independent of time. So that motion, we can say uniform acceleration motion, uniform acceleration